Video number 5, reinstalling the camshaft. I forgot to mention that when I pulled the old camshaft, I have a local auto shop that I basically gave the guy 20 bucks and he removed the old gear, the old bearing, and pressed on the new gear in the new bearing. If you're having it done locally, you need to highlight to them and to make sure that they are very careful not to do anything with the tip of the camshaft. This is very soft metal. It can be mushroomed if they try to push on it. It can be bent, and if they do that, you need a whole new camshaft. So again, this local auto body shop, they did it for my rig when I did the Herzog gear upgrade, and they did this. I just handed the guy 20, and 10-15 minutes later, he had the gears on there. Before we get started, and I did this prior, you can see the line at the top of the gear right there, and the camshaft has a corresponding line. They need to line up when you put it together, and that way the timing and the lobes on the cam gear will be coming around in the right spot at the right time. So in order to do this, I'm going to see if I can do it one-handed. You just need this. By the way, that's the gear that drives the oil pump. Gobium's excellent videos, I think, show you that. So I'm going to just start this in there, and you just got to slide it in. And I think I'm going to keep the video trying to focus on the lines right there. Sorry the shaky trying to do it one hand, but it just slides right in, and if you can see, I've got the two lines lined up on the two gears, so that's perfect. Now on this newer gear, as you can see, you can't see both the holes for the bearing retaining plate, so you have to put one screw in, rotate it around a little bit, and do another screw. I'm going to set the camera back here and do that. The one thing I will do is I will put a small dab of blue Loctite on that screw, so when I put it in, it won't back out. And I also have to make sure that the bearing retaining plate is rotated around in the right spot. There we go. I was able to pick up these Allen bolts at the local Ace Hardware. They work real nice. Okay. Yeah. So the next hole is hidden behind the gear, so I'm going to have to rotate it a little bit so I can see the next hole. There it is. A little dab of blue Loctite. Line up the retaining plate and put it on in. Apparently I didn't rotate it far enough. That one I'll snug down, and then I'll have to go back and snug the other one down. There we go. and the camshaft is installed. And if I rotate it around, I just want to check before I get any further that those two lines are that they're in the right spot. Now I'm going to have to go all the way around the wheel because the one on the crank is going to go around I guess it's a 2-to-1. That makes sense. And just to bring it in a little closer, and you can see the two lines line up perfectly. So the cam is installed. Next, I'll adjust the valves. Good time to do it now that you got this all together like this, and do a really good valve adjustment with the engine out of the bike.